The basic introduction to C++ programming. We have studied about OOP concepts. Now we will see how C++ programming came to be from these OOP concepts. So we have to start with the basic elements of C++. Most of it is similar to what we have already seen in C, because C++ is nothing but C with classes. The class concept is not there in C. It has been introduced in C++. So the rest of the features like operators, data types, tokens, identifiers, everything is almost similar to C. So we will just give a brief brush up of all these concepts in C++. So the word token, what does it mean? It's the smallest individual unit in a program, which is also called a lexical unit. So token refers to the basic elements of the C++ language, which cannot be further broken down into anything simpler. For example, if you take the English language, A, B, C, D are the simplest forms of the English language. You cannot simplify it further. They are the basic elements of that language. Like that, when we say tokens in a programming language, it means the smallest unit of that language. It has another name called lexical unit. So there are 5 tokens available in C++. It's classified like that. You have keywords, identifiers, literals, variables and operators. So today we will be seeing about keywords, identifiers, literals and operators. Before that, I will just take you to a brief slide about how a C++ program actually has a form. So the basics of the C++ program. A C++ program is a collection of one or more subprograms. Subprogram is nothing but a function or a module or whatever you may call it, something that is supposed to perform a special task. We generally use the term function or module, we do not use the term subroutine or macro. So it is called a function or a module. A program comprises of a number of functions, each function performing a subtask. The collection of those subtasks solves the entire task at hand, which is nothing but the divide and conquer approach of OOP. So function and module, what does it contain? We say it performs a specific task. It contains a set of statements and these statements accomplish the task or subtask. And every C++ program, like a C program, needs to have a function called main. We all know what is a main function. It is a starting point of any C program. The compiler starts its execution from there. In C++ also that is the same case. So this is an example program, hash include iostream.h, which is nothing but the header file. So this is only an example. In C we had stdio.h, here we have iostream.h. Void main is the function where the program starts. You have the cout function. Cout is the output function in C++, the syntax of which we will be seeing in the later slides. So here it is somewhat similar to the printf statement in C. So here we are printing welcome to C++ programming and we are closing the function. So here you have the simplest form of a C program without any classes. So this is just similar to C. Instead of printf you are using cout and instead of stdio you are using iostream. So each of these extra features or different features in C++ I will be explaining in detail in the later sessions. So here we are just printing a statement welcome to C++ programming and that is given as the output. So the output of this program will be like this. So now you will have an idea of what all you need to know when you write a C++ program. You need to know about the header files, you need to know about the cout and cin statements, the printf, scanf, what are the different statements available in C++, and you need to know how the process of compilation linking proceeds in C++. So before we move on to all that, you need to know what are the operators available in C, the identifiers, literals and so on. Though they are similar to C in most of the aspects, it is always better to have a brush up so that you do not misuse certain symbols which have different meanings in C with that of C++. So first we will start off with the keywords. So we all know what are keywords. They are reserved words which have special or predefined meaning that cannot be altered. They cannot be used as identifiers or variable names or constant names. They have to be used only for the purpose for which they are defined. An example for that is integer, auto, static, float, double, switch, if, for. All these are keywords. They all have those predefined meanings.